one. And we live, baby. And we live. And we live. Am I in focus? Let me get myself in focus. Alright. I'm in focus. What's happening? What's happening, Swan Secrecy? What's happening, y'all? I'm um I'm doing a little options trade breakdown on YouTube. Y'all can hang out with me here on IG. If you say too warm, how do you trade futures like the E-mini? You must be new here. Yeah, I trade futures. I trade ES futures. I use the peace from Toronto. What's happening? Y'all what's happening? Y'all know what it is. I see you on YouTube. I'm on I'm on YouTube. Jump to YouTube. Island Girl. Is that did I say that right? If you new here, jump over on YouTube. YouTube.com/slash the new TLR so you can see my screen. Jump on YouTube. I'm not gonna save it on IG. And on IG, you're not gonna be able to see the screen on IG. So jump over to YouTube. I ain't got much time. I only got a few minutes before I gotta go pick up Chris. So I'm gonna run through this. Kusha. Did I say that right? Kusha. What's happening with you? We gonna get to it. It's just me and you, Kusha. We gonna do this on YouTube together. Everybody else on IG. Y'all come join me and Kusha on IG. I mean on YouTube. YouTube.com/slash the new TLR. Kusha, it's me and you. You see this big green candle right here, Kusha? The color is right on YouTube. See this big green candle right here behind me? This where the market was at. What's cracking? What's up? Is that Mickey or Mikey? I don't know. I'll be 10 people name. Kashaya. Kashaya. Okay. Yeah. I tore that up, Kashaya. My bad. I'm sorry. See the big green candle right here, Kashaya. Since you was here first, I'm only talking to Kashaya. All the rest of y'all, hey. All right, for real though. This where the market was right there. This big green candle right there. That was you can't even see me. You can't even see my mouse. Can you see my mouse? You can't see my mouse. I'm over here. I'm showing you. I'm moving my mouse on the screen that y'all can't see. So dig it, right? This big green candle right here. This one here. This what the market was when I was on. That was roughly around 12 o'clock. I was getting ready to go eat lunch. Cause I'm just gonna put this out here. Me and Lex ain't friends no more. Lex told me I ain't had no setup. She was trying to make me feel good because I was out shopping this morning. I was out running some errands. I thought I did my work. I ran, went by the store, all that right there. And it's like, I was like, Lex, the market dropping. Did it give me an entry? She told me, nah, it ain't give you no entry. You good. It fell 50 points, ain't get no entry. As soon as I came home, I seen that it gave me an entry. And it was right back here somewhere. See where I'm moving the mouse? I'm going to show you the entry that it gave me there. And I'm going to show you another entry that it gave me a little bit lower. I wasn't here to take it, you know what I'm saying? But it gave me the entry, so I started feeling bad again. She had me feeling good, like, oh, no, you ain't missed nothing. I really did miss something out there shopping. Okay, I went to go get milk. If anybody see my IG store, I was going to get milk and got like $100 worth of food. But anyway, this big green candle is where the market was at right now. Let me break down what I was looking at. This morning when I woke the boys up, y'all know how I do. I mark my lines, right? This I got it on the 15-minute chart. This my yesterday's close, the white line, the yellow line, the midnight open, the red line. Let me make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. Everything all scrunched up today. The market was in a range last night, right? So let me make everything big so you can see it, right? Y'all know how I do. This is my 830 line. This vertical line right here, that's my 830 line. So before 830, I mark the closest / most predominant swing high. Right? I marked the closest / predominant swing low. So at the time when I came in here, this was the predominant and closest swing low. You know what I'm saying? I flirted with going with this. I know. Go to youtube.com. YouTube.com if you want to see the screen. You can just hang out here with me and listen to me. But go to youtube.com/the new TLR if you want to see the screen. Somebody put that in the chat for me. youtube.com/the new TLR if you want to see the screen. Right? So I flirted with putting it on this swing low right here, but this was like last night during the Asian, so I just stuck with the London swing low because it was the closest at the time. This part wasn't here yet because it was at like 6:30 in the morning. It was like 6:30 in the morning. It was like right here. It was like right around here when I came here, around this time. It was right. So these big candles right here wasn't there yet. Those wasn't there yet. So I marked this and I marked that, right? Everybody know how I do, right? If I'm bearish, I'm looking to get in as close to this top line as I can. That's my first entry point, right? If I want to go short. And this bottom line, that's my second entry point. I have two lines of liquidity where I'm okay. The market gonna tell me what it want to do when it dip into that liquidity. What Spice said, she wanted 37 short, but called 35 short, then 27 short. Okay, then let me see. Short, the first one, 92, then 75. Bruh, wish I would have sold 45. I wish I would have sold anything on the E. I ain't traded E yesterday. I did and I ain't gonna play like I made a whole heap of money on this options trade, right? And the reason why I ain't make a whole heap a lot of money, because I only traded one contract, and I'm explaining to you why I did one contract. It's because the way I did it, because I was getting hungry and I was about to go watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? So dig it. So I marked out everything. I marked my high, I marked my low. This is my 830 line. So I'm looking to get short off this if the market go back up to it. If the market don't, because you can see we in the middle of the road. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I come in, what I tell y'all, I try not to get into the fight in the middle of the road. You feel me? Right? So we in the middle of the road when I wake up. So I'm waiting for it to come back up here and go into this liquidity up there. Or I'm waiting for it to go up under here and get into this liquidity down here. You know what I'm saying? Under these lows, right? If we real bearish, when we get in this liquidity down there, we gonna keep going down. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna do the pump fake, we'll run up here to this liquidity up here and then go down. You see what I'm saying? So last night when I got up this morning, we was up like 30 points. I said, whoa, we about to drop it like it's hot, baby. We about to drop it like it's hot. I already knew what it was going to do. You feel me? So I marked it off and I'm looking to go short. You feel me? Okay, so here we go. I got my areas marked off. Now I'm going to drop down to my 2 minute. Y'all know I like to look at the 2 minute. I look at the 1, 2, and 3 minute, but I like to start on the 2 minute, right? Start on 2 minute after I mark it on the 15 minute, right? So you see, this is my top line, this is my bottom line. As you can see, after 8:30 and after the market opened up, we never got back. We ain't had no juice to get back up to the top line, right? I'm at Walmart neighborhood market shopping right now. I don't know what's going on, right? Now, let me show you what I missed when Lex was trying to be nice to me, telling me I ain't missed nothing, and the reason why me and Lex ain't friends no more, right? If you notice right here, and if for everybody still tapping in on IG, go to YouTube, youtube.com/the new TLR. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you. So right here, y'all see when it broke into my liquidity line, right? It jumped in the pool, sploosh. Soon as it jumped into the pool, look what it did. It made a fair value gap right there as soon as it jumped into the pool. That's not my liquidity run reversal, but it's a fair value gap trade, right? And look what it did. Soon as it went into my liquidity pool, it made a fair value gap. The very next candle traded back up into that fair value gap, split it. You could have took it. You could have took it off of the bottom of the gap. Get out of there, Tim. You hit the wrong thing, right? You could have took it off the bottom of the gap right here, or you could have split the gap. But you know what I'm saying? Good rule of thumb, if it ain't no big gap, just take it off the bottom of the gap because your stop loss going up here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You could have took that off the bottom of the gap and look how there she blows. If you'd have took 4309, if you'd took 4309 short, you know what I'm saying? You could have took it all the way down to at least 4284. You know what I'm saying? 4309 minus 4284. What's that? Let's get the calculator and do it together. What I said, 4309? 4309 minus 4284. That's 25. That's 25 points. You could at least got 25 points off that. You know what I'm saying? That's the first one that made me mad. Cause I'm like, oh man, Lex told me I ain't getting no entry. The first thing I saw when I logged in, I saw it. You see what I'm saying? Now dig this right here. Check this out right here. Now it's in the liquidity pool. It's in the liquidity pool, right? Bloosh. It's in the liquidity pool, fair value gap. If you ain't take the fair value gap, now dig it. What's this right here? Everybody say the steps with me. Get into the liquidity pool. Step 2, form swing high, swing low. What that is? Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Third step, break the swing high or the swing low with authority. Bloop. What that is? What that counter right there did? Broke the swing low with authority. Next, fair value gap on the very next candle. Break the swing high, the swing low, next candle. What's that right there? Fair value gap. Who setup that is? That's my setup that I learned from ICT, and it's to the T. In the liquidity pool. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Break it with authority. Fair value gap, very next candle. What did it do? Trade back up into the fair value gap. If you took it at the bottom of the gap, right, you would have got picked up on this candle. You split the gap, you would have got picked up on one of these candles. And after you got, let's take it from the bottom of the gap. Bottom of the gap, boop, right? You could have took that from 42.92, and we're going to go at least down to 42.71. That's 21 points right there. That's the second reason why I was mad. Second, Lex, you told me we ain't had nothing. Ain't had no entries. 2 entries. 2 entries that I missed, gone. So I'm at home now by this time. When I saw all this one here. All this one here. That's when I texted her. We ain't friends no more, right? So now I'm just watching the market to see if it's gonna give me something else, right? And so we gonna right. I went and got me something to eat around about 12 o'clock. It was about 12 o'clock, 12:05, something like that. So I'm gonna set it like that. This is what it was looking like when I got ready to go. And here's the reason why I didn't put a lot of contracts on. And here's the reason why I ain't gonna act like I made a lot of money, but I'm gonna show you how I made an options trade based off the ES again. I like to share that with y'all. So dig it, right? So if we look at what the ES was doing around the times when I missed it, right? And then we sold down and we started buying back up, right? So now I'm saying, okay, if we come back up to this fair value gap and retest it again, or if we come back up to this fair value gap right at the top of my liquidity pool, I'm trying to get me an option to go short. You know what I'm saying? Get me a put. I'm trying to get me a put option if it come back up here. I'm getting hungry. Don't feel like sitting here. So I'm just going to set a small position in my small account for something that I don't care if it go against me and kill me, right? That's why I ain't put a lot of money on it, because I ain't finna sit here and watch it. I'm hungry and I want to look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? So what I did, I opened up my trading view, right? Not trading view, my trade station. Open up my trade station, right? And I looked to see what time this was over here. It was around, let's just say, between 10 and 10:30 when my setup. When my actual setup. Anybody still coming on IG, go to YouTube. YouTube.com/thenewTLR. I'm not saving it on IG, and if you want to see the screen, it's on YouTube. When my setup was made, you know what I'm saying, we're going to say it was roughly around 10:30. Let me get the exact time, right? 10:28. 10:20. The fair value gap was made at 10:28. So now what I do, I jumped over to trade station, right? And I went to the SPY. And I went to 10:20. Let's go to 10:28, right? I go to 10:28 and I say, okay, let's find a 10:28 candle, right? Here we go, the 10:28 candle, and the price it opened at 428. So we just gonna say roughly 430. We're gonna say roughly 430, right? So I look at it, I say, okay, roughly 430. So roughly 430 minus 1%, right? Because I'm trying to, so 425.70. So I'm looking at trying to get the 426 strike, right? Because if it come back up to that point, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be roughly 430, and I want to get the 420 strike, the 420 put, the 426 put, because I'm thinking it's going back down. But I ain't gonna sit here and watch it. So I'm only putting on a real small position, one contract, right? I set my OCO order, right? Like, so let me pull up my option, my trade. Let me show you what I did, right? Boom. Right at the time, let me look at it. It's at $3 right now, man. $3. Oh my goodness, I should have stayed in it. But don't worry about that. We don't worry about all that hindsight stuff. We set our target, we hit our target, we go. Right? So looking back at 10:30 time frame, right? Hope I ain't blocking that on y'all. Let's look over here on this one so I don't block it on y'all, right? We're gonna look at on this one right here. So looking at around the 10:30 time frame, right? We looking at what the price was doing around that time. Okay, so around 10:30, I'm looking at the 10:30 time frame right here. So the lowest it went around 10:30 was 73 cents, right? And looking at the way the SPY was trading, I said, okay, so at 10:30, if it was 73 cents, if it come back to it later on, it's gonna be less than that, right? So I dropped down. What I did, I dropped down to the next area of consolidation from that morning, right? So at the next area of consolidation for that morning, which would have been right around this area right here, because the theta chewing away at the time. You see what I'm saying? So at 10:30, they was pumping the premium for the lowest price was 73 cents. So when it come back to the same area, you know what I'm saying? The premium gonna be lower. So you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I just took the penitentiary chance. And I said, okay, at the last consolidation, at the top of this candle right here, we were going for 45 cents. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I set an order. I put in an OSO order for 45 cents for the 426 put for one contract. Because I'm like, I ain't watching it. I ain't gonna be risking a lot of money because I'm gonna be in there eating and watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So if it trade back up to here, I'm trying to get picked up at 45 cents, and I want it to get me out at 91 cents. You know what I'm saying? That's 100%. I do the 91 cents to account for the contract cost, right? So I set my order, got a notification on my watch around about 12:20, 12:22 that I got picked up, right? Now let's go through the chart and look at what it did, right? So here we go. We moving forward. What time is this right here? Right? So it's 12:02. So I'm gonna come through. So right there, 12:20, 12:20, 12:22. You see where it went back to? See that? You see what the you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even watching it. I was just looking for it to come back to this fair value gap right here, or this fair value gap right here at my line. Because I was already bearish. The market was looking real heavy. I'm like, look here, we ain't taking off. We ain't going nowhere. You feel me? So it came back up, hit that little fair value gap right there. Let's keep moving forward. Right? Hit there. And then look, it's selling off now. I'm already picked up. I got the notification. At like 12. I want to say it was like 12:20 or 12:22. You know what I'm saying? So that's the 12:22 candle right here. On this, one of these green candles right here. One of those green candles right here is when I got the notification. And if you notice where it is when I got the notification, it's just past that fair value gap right there, coming up to try to scare some people out of the position. But if you taking a futures trade off of that, your stop loss is above this candle right here anyway. Your stop loss up there. If you're taking it off of this fair value gap right here, your stop loss up there, and this right here wouldn't have took you out. It would have made your butt cheeks tight. It would have made you do the whole pucker a little bit, but it wouldn't have took you out. See, you doing good right there, right? So, but I got my options trade on, and I'm doing the options trade based off what I was looking at on the ES. I'm looking at the ES to make this options trade. You feel me? So it's like once it came back up into this area right here, I already had my send order in on my platform to get picked up at 45 cents, right? Got picked up at 45 cents. I had it set to get me out at 91 cents. That's 100%. You know what I'm saying? All I traded was one contract, so I made 45 funky dollars. But the moral of the story is, whatever you do to make 45 funky dollars, same thing you do to make 4,500 funky dollars. You feel me? I looked at the way the market was moving. I already had my futures trade lines set up. If I'm gonna be trading futures, everything was marked out. And then since the ES, the SPY, and the SPX moved tick for tick, you know what I'm saying? When it traded back over here on the ES, I already looked at the SPY. Decided what strike price I wanted to get. Looked at how the premium in the SPY was moving, and I said, okay, this is where I'm trying to get picked up at. If I would have been sitting back here, I would have just sat here and watched it till it came to the point and bought in right when it hit that point. But since I wasn't gonna be sitting back here, I just put in an OSO order sends order to pick me up at 45 cents. Once it get picked me up 45 cents, set a stop loss for whatever the percentage is. I can't remember what the percent stop loss I set. I can't remember, and I set it to get me out at 100%. I think I did a 3-to-1. I think I did a 3-to-1. So the stop loss would have been like 30%. I don't know. I did a 3-to-1 risk to reward, right? And so the 91 cent. But the reason why I was saying that is because right now, what is it at right now? The reason why I said I should have left it on, because right now, that same strike going for $3.63. Golly, let's do the math on that. It's time for me to go get Chris. Let's say $3.63. If y'all see over here, y'all probably can't read it. It just dropped down to 344. It just jumped down to 344. I'm going to do it off 363 because I'll start typing. Minus 45 equals 318 divided by 45. Lord have mercy. If I'd have stayed in that's 700%. That is 700% on that trade. If I would have stayed, it just jumped back up to 366 again. That is 700% on that trade if I would have stayed in that. But we don't cry over that. I got my little 100%. I made my little $45. If I would have been back here, it would have been, you know what I'm saying, I would have put a lot more on it if I would have been back here. But I ain't fun to be setting no order that I'm not going to watch for a lot of money. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But today was my trade day. I said I'm gonna take a live trade. I ain't feel like sitting back here, so I did it for a small amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Just to make something. I ain't fun to sim trade on my live trade day. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm not gonna trade or I'm gonna do a trade for a small amount of money. Do everybody? I gotta go get Chris. Do everybody understand what I was saying? How I looked at the ES, how I marked it up on the ES, and then made my decisions on what strike I was going to take on the SPY. Do everybody understand that? So I can get out of here and go get my son. Any questions on that? Do anybody got any questions? You follow your rules, sound like a win. Yup. It is. Stuck to the plan. Stuck. Spider game. Hashtag spider game. Y'all like my spider? Y'all like my spider right there? Who like my spider? I made that spider in Photoshop. I'm proud of that spider, man. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Anybody got any questions about that? Y'all understand that? Hey, who is this right here with that Voom today? You about to get blocked. You about to get blocked. I can't understand that. That look like some Putin. That look like some Putin writing. You speak Putin? Could you run it one more again real quick? How you got in? Yeah. I run it real quick how I got in. Okay. So what's up? What's up, Tranisha? I ain't even see you up in here. That's you putting them big old green checks in that, Tranisha? Okay. So real quick, how I got in. Like everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Before 8:30, I marked the liquidity spots that I'm looking for it to go to, the highest liquidity and the lowest liquidity spot that I'm looking for it to go to. And you know what I'm saying, since I want to go short, my first ideal short will be off of this area up here. My second short will be off of this area right here, close as I can. You see what I'm saying? So once it traded down, I missed these trades over here, yada yada yada. Don't cry over spilled milk. All right, so once I missed those trades over there, I started watching how the market was trading. I saw that we was coming down and we started to retrace back up. If on a bearish day, bullish day, consolidation day, the market go up, the market go down, the market go up, the market go down. So once you miss the move over here, don't cry over spilled milk, because guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy it back up to sell it back down. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to go down forever. It can't go down forever. It can't go up forever. So you just sit there, be patient, and wait for it to come back to. Once it get back to the area, go to YouTube. the you see the screen and everything on YouTube. Go to YouTube, Trapping Douglas, youtube.com/the new TLR. You can see the screen and everything on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/the new TLR, and it's gonna be saved on YouTube. I'm at the end. I'm wrapping up right now. So when it starts trading back up into the area that you was already watching, that's when you already gonna have your plan set out. So this is the area I wanted to get in at, right over here. This was my setup. Dip in the liquidity pool, you know what I'm saying? Make the swing low, make the swing high, break the swing low with authority. Very next candle makes the fair value gap. So this is the fair value gap I want to get in on right there, right? So I look at the time when that fair value gap was made. It was made at 10:28, right? It was made at 10:28. So then I jump over to the SPY, right, to see what what time at 10:28 was the SPY, what price was the SPY trading at 10:28, right? So I go to let's look at this over here. We're just gonna go to the 10:30 candle right here, right? So at 10:30, the SPY was trading at 420, just say $430 It was 429, open at 429.10, went as high as 429.24. So it was trading at $430, right? I'm trying to get, I'm picking my strike price like 1% out the money for the SPY. That's what worked good on all my back testing for same day expirations, right? So 430 minus 1%, right? 425.70. So I'm looking at the 426 strike. I'm looking at the 426 put, right? That's what I want to get, because when it come back to that level that I'm watching, based off that level, it's trading at $430. I'm trying to get the strike 1% out the money, so I'm looking at the 426 put, right? So I'm looking at what the 426 put was going for around that time of the day. So I'm looking at the 426 put. I come to the, oh, look at that thing at almost $4. That thing still going. All right. So around 10:30, right? Around 10:30, the 426 put was going. That's 10:20. So at 10:30, the 426 put, the low, it went for, oh, we're looking at 10:28 earlier. The low it went for was like 94 cents, right? Around 10:30. And then if we get to the exact time, like 28, I think we was looking at the 10:28 calendar. I think it was like around 70 something cent, right? So cause see this one here say 73 cent at the low, right? So looking at that around that time, when it come back to this area, since theta on the same day gonna be eating it away, it's gonna be eating it away bad, the premium shouldn't be as much. So what I did, I looked at the next area of consolidation close to that, and around this candle right here, you see right here, it was like somewhere around like 40 something. Let's get over here on the 1 minute candle so I can get a more precise one, because that's what I looked at it on. You feel me? So around here we go. So this area of consolidation right here, right? And see right there, it's like 45 cents at the bottom of this area of consolidation right there, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm putting it in an order for 45 cents if it come back up and pick me up, because on the ES, as you can see, right, around that time, it started, get over here. So around this time, around 12 o'clock, it started trading back up. It's coming back up into this area right here. So when it last time it was in this area, it was going for 75 cents. So as this time go by, when it come back into this area, I ain't trying to pay 75 cents. I'm paying less because the theta and ate it away. So it picked me up at 45 cents. It picked me up at 45 cents, and then it sold off, and it got me out at 91 cents, right? So let me see what time it got me out. I think it was before 1 o'clock. It was like 12:50 something. But let's look at the thing here. I got the notification, right? So it picked me up. It picked me up around 12:20. So here we go over here. Yep, around this time right here. So 45 cents. So right there, here we go. 12. There you go. 12:22 would have been the counter that picked me up looking at the price. So 12:22 it picked me up, and then when it got to 90, whoop, right there, 91 cents. There you go, right there at 12:56. 12:56 is where it got me out, Right? Y'all can't even see it. I'm blocking it on y'all. 1256 is where it got me out. Let me move it over here so y'all. I'm blocking it on y'all. My bad. My bad, y'all. I'm blocking it on y'all. Right? So right here. So 1256. Let me see what 1256 is right here. So 1256. That's the candle that got me right there. The high. It's either 1256 or a little later. It's something right. It was before 1 o'clock. So right around this time is when I got the notification. Right? But look at that. Look where it went. Look where it went. It was still going, and it's still going right now. This is the actual. This is the It's at $4.56 right now. This is that 426 put. It's way up there now. It's still going. You know what I'm saying? Cause we still dropping, but my 100% was like way back here. My 100% was way back here, and I did a small position because like I said, I wasn't watching it. So yeah, hopefully I explained it a little bit better that time on the breakdown. It's time for me to go get Chris, so I'm fun to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'ma save this. It's on YouTube. It's being saved on YouTube for anybody that's still listening on IG. I'm saving on YouTube. Y'all can go back through it. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all know what it is. Till the next time. I'm gone.